We all have that one friend or acquaintance that's always happy and positive, so much so that you might actually think he's crazy. Or you might be asking yourself, what am I doing differently that I'm not living such a joyful life? Well, on this video, we're going to talk about how to live a more happier and positive life with 6 tips and psychological techniques that are going to help you get there. I'm going to invite you to stay until the end because the last one is highly correlated to my success. Coming up. If you're new here, my name is Dedeyan. Welcome to my channel, the one-stop shop for peak performance, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. So the first tip is smile more. You've probably heard of this, but the more you smile, the more positive energy goes through your body. In fact, what's happening is your level of serotonin is going higher and higher, which serotonin is essentially the happy drug. Now, if imagine you're like, hey, I don't feel like smiling, I'm kind of feeling down, I'm still gonna invite you to force yourself to smile. Why? Because you have 43 muscles within your face. As you're smiling, your mind will start associating that shape being like, oh my God, he's happy. So it's gonna start increasing your serotonin levels within your body, and that's gonna make you instantly happy, even if you're not. Now, the best way to go about that is hold your smile for 60 seconds. And if that's really difficult for you, I'm gonna invite you to take a pen, put it in your mouth for 60 seconds. It's gonna activate the same muscles within your face that are gonna make you be a lot happier. The second tip is engage in pleasant expectation. Now, one way I could explain this is through explaining the research Pavlov's dogs. Now, Pavlov had several dogs which he fed every single day, and once he fed them, he rang a bell. He did that for a couple of days in a row. At a certain point, he stopped giving them food, but he still rang that bell. And what he noticed is that the dogs were salivating to the same level as when they had the food in front of them and when they didn't when he rang that bell. What happened there is he created an anchor, a new neural network within the dog's process of that bell and the food. Now, where does this make sense with us? What I mean over here is that we already have a lot of neural networks that are created and anchors that are created within our mind that are positives. So all we have to do is think about amazing moments that you live within your life that makes you happy. If you think of those, your body's not gonna know the difference between you living it and you thinking about it. It's gonna secrete those happy hormones, those levels of dopamine and serotonin within your life. Now, one way that I go about every single day using this technique is I ask myself, what am I excited about today? So I just look at the things that I have to do. I think about, oh my God, I'm excited about that. I'm gonna have a supper with X, Y, and Z person. And I put it down. Now, just by thinking about that moment, even though I have a bunch of work to do before getting there, I'm already excited about that moment. So I'm starting off my day with a lot more joy. The third tip is don't keep things bottled up. By not talking about something, that increases your cognitive pressure, which is actually a lot more negative than actually just talking about it. As you talk about it, your level of well-being will go up. As well, once you talk about these things, your brain will notice that and will increase your levels of serotonin within your body, so you'll start getting happier. And not only that, you start finding solutions to the problem that you're actually thinking about or seeing certain situations that you could actually learn from that situation. If you see there's some value within this video so far, don't hesitate at all to give me one of these, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you can find out when our weekly videos come out. The fourth tip is learn something new every day. Now, as you are learning new knowledge, not only you're adapting to changing environments, but your brain is continually rewarding itself for learning something new, assimilating that information, and continually expanding itself. And the way that it rewards itself is through giving it high levels of dopamine, which is essentially the happy drug, right? So go read something, go listen to some podcast, whatever the case is. And one way to go about that, if you want to truly live a happy life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be not afraid to stretch yourself. So go meet the people that you've never met before. Go try something new. Go do something that is out of your comfort zone. And once again, that will give you a high spike of dopamine. The fifth tip is play sports. Now, I don't know if you were expecting this one, but as you play sports, what happens is you're putting your body under pressure and under stress. Once that stress diminishes, what happens is that brain starts secreting endorphins, which is actually secreted from the pituitary gland. Now, endorphins are like opioids and morphine essentially. So what happens is your pain level completely diminishes and your mood goes up. Now, you don't need to do a crazy workout to get that endorphin kick. You could do it as simple as going on for a walk or taking a 4-minute Tabata. It's as simple as that. And one thing that's interesting over here, if you look at a lot of the people that create, we're talking about authors or people that are composing music, use walking within their tools all the time. In the middle of their creation, they stop and they go for walks, because once again, that increases their endorphin levels and it gets them to create in such a higher level. So really use sports to your advantage. The sixth tip is gratitude. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is one of the things that directly correlated to my happiness and to my success, to be quite honest. And when we're talking about gratitude here, is look what you have around you. Be grateful, be blessed for what you already have. And we're not talking about don't want more in the future. All we're saying is, as you notice how blessed you are right now in the current moment, you will have more in the future to be blessed about. And what happens when you start thinking about these, your level of serotonin will continually increase within your body. Now, if there's one thing that I'm going to invite you guys to take away from this video, is exactly this. Wake up every single morning and write 3 things that you're blessed about. If you do that every single day in a consistent level, you're going to see how your life is going to change, how much more positive and happy you're going to be of an individual. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you really got some great tricks on how to live a happier, more positive life. Because the reality is, every single time somebody approaches me and says, Chris, how are you so happy, positive, energetic every single day? What I answer them is that years ago, I decided to be happy today. And that's the honest truth. You can't live your life with going up and down the yo-yo of emotions and just going with the flow on that end. No, you have to decide today what to do to be happy tomorrow. And if you use these 6 tricks, I guarantee it's gonna happen. Now, the question of the day is, what do you guys currently do within your life that cultivates happiness and joy within your life? Comment that down below. I would love to see what the community is going to say on this end. Furthermore, there's some videos over here that could interest you. The first one is on my peak performance mindset series. The other one is on my entrepreneurship series. And over here, you have a button to subscribe and join the family. It would be my pleasure for you guys to be a part of it. And I'm going to leave you off with this. I hope you guys have a blessed and grateful day.